my homage to the gem of the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Dhamma. The Dhamma is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Sangha. The Sangha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. The Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Samanta cakkavalesu atra gaccantu devata saddhammang munirajassa sunantu saggamokkadang Dhammasavana kālo ayang badanta Dhammasavana kālo ayang badanta Dhammasavana kālo ayang badanta. May all divine beings arrive here to listen to sublime Dhamma expounded by the fully enlightened one. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to the Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened one. Meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, you all are going to listen to sublime Dhamma expounded by the fully enlightened one, who explicated the reality of the world, the danger of the sansaric life. What are the problems or the difficulties that we have to encounter when we are rotating in this dangerous samsara. Therefore, the Supreme Buddhas appear in the world in order to explain this danger, the gravity of the problem of rotation in samsara, and how to get rid of this sansaric life as early as possible. The mainly meritorious devotees, the three doors of ours. What are the three doors? Body and speech and mind. These three doors, Tidora, in Sinhala, generally contribute to rotate in sansaric life, because we normally do various bad things from this, through this doors, dwara. Today I am going to explicate to you one of the discourses expounded by the fully enlightened one, which is available in Anguttara Nikaya, third section, Panchaka Nipata. Now there, the Buddha explicated the discourse called Duccharita discourse. Duccharita discourse. Duccharita in the sense bad behavior. Bad behavior. Bad behavior through body, speech and mind. When we do bad behavior, when we engage in bad behavior through these doors, it affects us. It gives bad results, which are sometimes influential in our mundane life, this worldly life, and some are influential for the next life. Therefore, we have to control our senses. We have to control our senses, these doors. If we are unable to control the doors, then we have to suffer. That is the final idea in this discourse. And according to this discourse, the Supreme Buddha explicated what are the bad results of bad behavior through these doors. The first one is, one day when we look back and think about our behavior in previous years, in previous life, in previous days and previous before now, how about our past behavior, then we tend to despise or blame ourselves. We tend to blame ourselves regarding the bad behavior through body, speech and mind. What are the bad behavior that we conduct through this body? Killing beings, killing living beings, and that is called panatipata. Then stealing things of the others, adinnadana, and engaging in sexual misconduct, kamesu michachara. So these are called bad behavior, bad conduct through the body. Now, if somebody tend to engage in bad behavior through this body, doing those bad conducts, then one day that particular person, one has to suffer for that. One has to blame oneself for that. So that is the first bad result of doing bad things, bad conduct. Secondly, the wise despise that person. The wise despise, look down upon that person. That is the second bad result of doing these bad conducts, bad behavior. Third one is, Dhamma friends, there is a kind of sinful defamation. Sinful defamation may spread everywhere about that particular person who engages in bad behavior through the body. And fourthly, when he is about to die, he is unconscious. He or she is unconscious. So mind is not conscious. There is no mindfulness there. And due to that, one has to be born in an unpleasurable plane. So these are the 5 bad results of doing bad things through the body. And also, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, through speech also one may tend to engage in bad behavior. How can one do it? That is by telling lies, musavada. Then carrying tales, pisuna vacha. Then harsh speech, parusa vacha. Then frivolous talk, sampappalapa. These are the 4 bad behaviors one may do through speech. Doing that, in doing so, one has to suffer. Firstly, one may blame oneself one day, because when he looks back, he cannot be happy about his speech. The bad behavior reflects upon him, and he may remember the bad behavior that he engaged. Therefore, he cannot be happy about his past. Therefore, he himself blame of his bad behavior. So that is the first bad results. Secondly, he or she has to get blame from the wise. Blame from the wise. The wise criticizes and look down upon this particular person. Thirdly, a sinful defamation spread everywhere. Fourthly, he or she has to die unconscious. Finally, he or she may be born in unpleasurable plane, especially he has to go to the hell. So this is the bad result of doing bad things through these doors, meritorious devotees. Very, very dangerous. That is why the Supreme Buddha explicated this aspect vividly in Anguttara Nikaya 5th section, using various discourses. Kaya duccharita discourse, Vachi duccharita discourse, Mano duccharita discourse, like that, in various ways the Supreme Buddha explicated this. And next aspect, meritorious devotees, mind, through mind, the manodvara also is a very strong door that we do various bad things. Generally, people tend to think we may do bad things through speech and body. No. Mind is the forerunner of everything. Mind is the main thing. Mano pubbangama Dhamma. Mano setta manome. Chetanaham bhikkave kammang vadami. Volition is the karma according to the Supreme Buddha. Therefore, this mind is very powerful in doing bad things, sinful things, demerits. First one is lobha, then lobha. So there is a kind of lobha, that means greed. Greed takes place in the mind. One may not tend to give away anything, and also he may tend to grab possessions of the others. Now this is greed. This is greed. Now in yourself sometimes this bad quality may there in your mind. Sometimes you don't understand it, you don't feel it, but as an undercurrent it operates. It operates. It is deeply delved in your mind, which cannot be easily understood. When we talk about this aspect with many, they tend to talk that I have no greed, I have no craving, I have no any kind of bad thing in my mind. People talk, people tend to claim, but he or she can't understand hidden operationalization of these bad behaviors. In other words, these defilements, they are hidden in the mind. Mind is a very, very cunning, crafty institution. We cannot understand the craftiness and this cunningness of this mind. Very, very sharp, very, very intricate and very, very complex, the behavior of the mind. Because of that we cannot so far attain Nibbana. We could not attain Nibbana hitherto due to this intricacy of the mind, and that intricacy is aligned to bad behavior, not to good behavior, not to destroy defilements, but to nourish defilements. Nourish defilements. So these defilements grow, easily in our mind. In our mind. Therefore, this greed is one of the bad quality in our mind. Then secondly, hatred. Hatred is also very, very dangerous. Hatred takes us to the hell. Hatred takes us to the animal plane, ghost plane, asura world. Sometimes we don't show it. We show something else to the public, but inside the fire, as a fire, it is there, the hatred. Hatred is a very, very powerful bad behavior. Therefore, in order to curtail hatred, you have to practice loving kindness, metta. Metta is one of the best methodology to control hatred. Metta bhavana. And next aspect is meritorious devotees, lobha, dosa, and micchaditti. Micchaditti. Micchaditti in the sense wrong view. Wrong view also operates in the mind. That is also bad behavior. What is the wrong view here? One may tend to believe that giving is not good thing. Giving has no results. Dana. Dana has no results. Then offering things to the Supreme Buddha and pagodas, bodhi trees, relics, no benefit can be gained. People tend to think. That is also micchaditti. Then next aspect is attending on the needy. Sometimes parents, teachers and clergy, attending on them is not fruitful. People tend to think. Then that is also micchaditti. The next one is they tend to believe there is no previous world. There is no previous world. But we know, according to Supreme Buddha's teachings, we have been rotating for a lapse of time, millions and trillions of eons that we have been rotating in this samsara. So there are previous lives. And the next wrong view is there is no next life. There are people, they claim there are no next life. There is no next life for me. Therefore, there is nothing to do but to enjoy. Therefore, what I have got to do is to enjoy. And we are born here to enjoy. Not to be, have a kind of simple life, and like that people tend to say. Not knowing that there is a next birth. They tend to think this is the first time that we were born and this is the last. This kind of ideology is operationalized it is operating in the society. That is a grave problem. It's a grave problem. These bad, thoughts are there in the mind. And next aspect is meritorious devotees. We know our father, our mother, they are special persons. They are special persons. But Buddha has expounded. Father and mother are special persons. Mata pitu upaṭṭhāna. In Mangala discourse, Buddha has explicated. And in Pattakamma discourse, Buddha mentioned, we have to attend on parents. Like that, in various discourses, Buddha has mentioned the importance and the kind of Buddha has emphasized that we have to attend on parents. And he himself showed the society by attending on parents. Therefore, meritorious devotees, some people tend to think parents are not important, but according to Buddha, that is a wrong view. So that comes in our mind, that generates this bad idea in our mind, Micchaditti. And the final, the wrong thought is, people tend to think there are no highly developed, noble monks who can explicate about this world and next world. So that is also Micchaditti. So these are the Micchaditti, and especially the bad factors conducted through the mind door, out of these three doors. Therefore, these are the duccharita, bad behavior. So due to this bad behavior, one day the person has to be born in unpleasurable planes. But if one practice good behavior, sucharita, one has to have good benefits. The first one is, one day he may, he may be happy about his behavior. He can praise his behavior. He can always think about his behavior, and he can enjoy. He can have some kind of pleasure when he that called zest. When he remembers that I have had a good behavior through this dwara. Therefore, that is the first benefit. Secondly, the wise praises his behavior. Thirdly, he can be, third one is his fame. His fame is spreads everywhere. Third one. Fourth one, he dies consciously. That is a very, very important thing. Majority of the people that we have, sometimes we have seen, sometimes we have heard, die unconscious. But when one has good qualities, good behavior, one may die consciously. That is helpful for one to be born in a pleasurable plane. Accordingly, he or she may be born in a pleasurable plane. These are the good benefits that one may have by having a good behavior through this body, speech and mind. Therefore, in this Dhamma sermon, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, I wanted to emphasize this very, very important factor, because we have these three doors. Generally, we tend to engage in bad behavior, which gives bad results. There are 5 bad results, but if we try to turn it to good side and do good behavior, engage in good behavior, then we can gain good results, and finally we can be born in a pleasurable plane. Therefore, you all must try to do that, because this samsara is very dangerous. Even though you tend to believe that you can get a good next birth, it is a very, very rare thing. But you can get a very good pleasurable plane next birth if you practice if you practice good behavior through these doors. Therefore, may you be able to practice good behavior through these doors and get the benefit, those 5 benefits, and especially may you be able to comprehend the 4 noble truths within the regime of the Gautama Buddha Sasana. May the Triple Gem bless you. Akasattha ca bummatta devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu buddha sasanang. Akasattha ca bummatta devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu buddha desanang. Akasattha ca bummatta devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu tang sada. May you all be well and happy.